This is it. Our final battle.
November 3rd, 2003. Fire Emblem finally arrives in the West, answering the 2-year-old question, who the hell are these Marth and Roy jokers? Only that game kinda didn't at all. Yes, Intelligent Systems' flagship RPG series hit the Famicom in 1990, but stayed over in Japan while we got, well, 5 Shining Forces, a Front Mission, Tactics Ogre, Final Fantasy Tactics, and Tactics Advance, a few Arc the Lads, Thousand Arms, Riviera, Disgaea, and heck, we even got a Langrisser, although we called it Warsong. Hell, we even got Advance Wars, which is just Fire Emblem with tanks and without the medieval political intrigue. Since that time, though, we've only missed out on one new release in the series, as the seriously hardcore, death really means death tactical action and rich backstory, for what we got anyway, has resonated with its new audience. Thus, the tangible hype for Fire Emblem Awakening, bringing into 3D the map reading and number juggling what never really needed to be in 3D. But here it is, and man, it's shiny as hell. Parts of the narrative feel a bit flat. Amnesiac wakes up in a field, is found by a prince, great evil starts sweeping over the world, secretive warrior falls through an interdimensional rift and shadows your every move, shrouded in the identity of a long-since-departed hero, the kind of stuff we've all been through countless times. But this being Fire Emblem, it's all handled with just enough dignity and just enough comedy to lubricate the wheels, while the crunchy, grid-based tactics bear the bulk of the load. In fact, the main storyline begins to take a back seat to the more organic stories between the members of your party as they forge friendships on the battlefield. Adjacent units can aid one another, or you can staple 2 units together to act as one, granting a significant stat boost but reducing your total actions per turn. But as friendships blossom into romances, and romances into marriages, you start meeting the resultant offspring that haven't actually been born yet, but have traveled through that interdimensional rift I mentioned earlier. Kind of Bill and Ted-esque, I know, but this system of genealogy can allow for a new wrinkle of skill inheritance, as well as, various feels as your daughter blossoms into a fine Pegasus-riding death dealer.
Wait, it's over?
So you come for a decent story about saving the world, even if it gets a little Final Fantasy VII-ish in places. You stay for the intense strategic challenge, which ranges from the rather forgiving normal casual mode all the way up to Lunatic Classic. But you're locked in by that damned interdimensional rift's wide-reaching repercussions, including the appearance of certain classic Fire Emblem PCs, what can be found on the overworld map. You can recruit them with gold, you can pound them into submission and then recruit them, or you can just bust out the wallets and buy all their interesting crap. This latter option seems kind of broken since you can resummon these squads as often as you like, kind of defeating the purpose of weapon durability if you've got the cash. You can even load up your best team to be broadcast via Street Pass in a feature that allows you to claim the custom avatars of your friends. And in following with the rest of the market, there's DLC maps for you to buy that allow you to obtain, well, those Marth and Roy jokers et al. It'll keep you coming back, but on more reasonable terms than the Nipponichi standard level 9,999 bosses. You'll need more brains than brawn, but a girl who turns into a freaking dragon doesn't hurt either.
Look at them!